Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? You know, it's been pretty quiet on the gold and silver front, other than the fact that gold and silver continue to climb at a really nice, healthy pace as people move away from riskier assets and go into safe havens. And I'm not talking about cryptocurrencies, I'm talking about the precious metals. There are many reasons why people are turning towards precious metals, other than the fact that there is a worldwide shortage on precious metals, and it looks like the inventory at the LBMA as well as the COMEX is depleting. And with the depletion over there in the COMEX, that means there's no reason for them to be manipulating the gold silver prices any longer. You know, I say that, but then God only knows what other reasons they come up with. But we should see gold and silver really jump up in value as the true market takes over. And if that's the case and they're no longer having a reason to manipulate the prices, we could see the real value of gold and silver show its face. And that's exactly what we want. But there are a handful of things that I want to bring to your attention as to why you should be getting into gold and silver. It's still not too late. Prices are still going up slowly, but the premiums are ouchie. So get them now while you can. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code PIMPYSILVER. Yes, it has changed. PIMPYSILVER. So if you're watching this video and it's an older video, make sure you check on current videos, because the code is going to be changing from time to time from now on. Also, I can be found on other platforms. Everybody knows I have my own website, Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I post videos that I can't get away with over on YouTube. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. You can also come follow me on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and Odyssey. The links for all these platforms will be down below in the description. So for whatever reason, if I get removed off of one platform, you could find me on the others. So as we can see right here, silver has dropped slightly below the $24 level. It's at $23.98 per ounce. Remember, this is paper value. I showed this yesterday, but I want to bring it up again. As you can see, since the middle of October, silver has slowly but surely continuing to climb up in value. It's gained about $5 over the last couple of months, and it's going to continue to do this. Right now, this is very quiet. A lot of people aren't talking about this. So you can see for yourself right here on this graph what's going on. You see gold is still above that $1,800 mark, but it is at $1,810.40. It's down $3. So since I did a video yesterday, it gained dang near $13 and just came down $3. The same thing with gold as silver. You can see right here, since the middle of October, gold has steadily been going up. That's what we want to see. Remember, gold and silver tend to go down in value right sometime around August all the way to close to November. So mid-October, close to November, then you start to see the prices go back up. And another reason to consider buying gold is do as they do, not as they say. In addition to the fact that prices are going up slowly in a healthy way, we definitely are going to be going into a financial crisis coming up here, an economic crash in 2023. You can see it already happening. With Biden using up all of the emergency oil reserves, that's what he was using to hold down the price of gas. Without other countries cooperating with increasing production of oil, you're going to see prices start to go up. It's going to go up to the point where people can't afford to buy gas. Yeah, that ridiculous. So that means people who are transporting your supplies, your foods, whatever things you need, products from the ports inland to stores or from warehouses and from companies in the stores, then there's going to be a shortage of a lot of different things just because people can't afford to haul supplies around or haul goods around because of the price of gas. So you have that going on. You're going to see food shortages. If gas prices are too high, how are they going to afford to run their tractors out there to produce food for us? It's going to start a chain reaction is what you're going to see happen. We're also seeing countries around the world finding ways to de-dollarize, dump the dollars. Eventually, those dollars have to come back here. And if that's the case, then we're swamped with their own dollars. And if there's too many of them, well, again, think supply and demand. Then the value of the dollar will drop. We're already seeing that. So I just showed this in another video. You can see over the past 3 months, the value of the dollar is declining. So it's on its way down. You can see here, it says about that record, central banks gold buying. Central banks, and this is from December the 2nd. It says central banks as a group bought more gold in the third quarter of 2022 than ever before. As a matter of fact, they're on record to beat that this last quarter of this year. A record of 399 tons according to the World Gold Council. That estimate already takes the sector net demand for January to September above any full year total since 1967, back when the almighty US dollar was backed by bullion and most other currencies were backed in turn by dollar and gold reserves. So we are looking at banks buying record amounts of gold. Again, do as they do, not as they say. With worldwide shortage of precious metals, them trying to force us into this Green New Deal in which silver is a major component of these solar panels, as well as other technology that we use like computers and cell phones. And if there's a shortage of it, they're going to have to turn to people who have it and pay them a higher price to buy their silver. In order to get the public to part with their precious metals, well, you're going to have to give us an amount that we'll be happy with before we'll part with our precious metals. Not to mention the fact you'd be protecting yourself, your family, and your wealth by buying gold and silver. With them getting ready to try to force us into the central bank digital currency, people don't realize this. It has an expiration date on there, which means if you don't spend a digital dollar, it expires. This is going to keep people from accumulating wealth. There will be no generational wealth transfer at all. Not to mention it's programmable money, which means the government will be able to dictate what you can and can't spend your money on. Do you really want the government having that much control over you? The only way you can protect yourself is to buy gold and silver. It makes a great gift for those of you who haven't bought Christmas presents yet, and I know it's past Christmas, but there are some of you out there who are procrastinators. Do your loved one or friends a favor and pick them up an ounce of gold or a couple of ounces of silver. Head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy Silver. That's right, and they will add an additional half ounce of silver for free. There are many reasons why people should be investing into precious metals right now. Commodities are going up. These markets have been manipulated for a long time, and I've used the metaphor before that it's like holding a beach ball underwater. Eventually, it's going to pop up in a big way. Now, I know everybody got fooled into that whole crypto craze, and there was many reasons why I was concerned about it and expressed my concern about it, and then all those things played out live right in front of us. But one thing about gold and silver, at least it's consistent. And I showed everybody in a graph yesterday as well, that over the last 20, 30 years, gold and silver has consistently been moving upwards. A lot of people say, well, you can't get rich off gold and silver. I think I reported yesterday, Mark Cuban said it's not worth investing into. What the hell are you talking about? Cryptocurrencies lost 70% of their value. Gold and silver has consistently been moving up. So although you're not going to get rich fast, you definitely will always keep your purchasing power. I've done the example many of times, showing house values in 1930s and then dividing the value of gold into that house, which gave us 144 ounces of gold. That's how many ounces of gold in the 1930s it took to buy a house. If you had that same 144 ounces today, you still could buy a house. So 144 ounces of gold times the price of, 1810? That gives you $260,640. That still can buy you a house today. As a matter of fact, that's a nice sized family house. You see what I'm saying to you? It holds its purchasing power. The same 144 ounces of gold in the 1930s that would have bought you a house, that same gold today still could buy you a house. And why you should be investing your money in gold and silver. This will help protect your wealth. And you could transfer that down to the next generations and so forth and so on. It's there when you need it. It's there to protect you. It's there to keep you free and safe, especially away from a very controlling government. Anyways, like I said, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. They'll take care of you. Give them a call at 1-800-800-1865. Tell them Pimpy sent you. Or you can just go to their website. The link is down below. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, you know the deal. Use promo code Pimpy Silver, and they will add on an additional half ounce of silver to your order. I know a lot of you have already taken a step and transferred 25, 30%, in some cases, all of your retirement egg over into precious metals. And after we've seen the major loss with cryptocurrencies of 70% and the stock market of 33%, silver and gold only lost about 10% of their value, but have since regained a big portion of that. So you can't go wrong with precious metals. So head on over there now. Anyways, that's it for now. I look forward to your comment, and I will catch you later. I'm out.